Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. My name is Alex and we are going to be doing another tier list today. Some of you seem to like the last one, so today we're going to be switching it up. We are going to be doing a Brawl Stars tier list. Now, I want to be very clear. I think I only have 80 of the brawlers unlocked. I know a good amount of them that I just unlocked or that I barely have unlocked, but some of the more unpopular ones I might leave unranked. And this is not going to be necessarily a meta tier list. I am not a pro. I am currently hoping to get Challenger, or no, what is it called? It's under Masters, Legendary. I was thinking League of Legends or something. But I'm not quite there because I haven't been able to dedicate the time to it just yet, and I still only have like 12 maxed. Let's see here, like 12 or 14 maxed brawlers. But I have pretty good momentum every time that I get near the end of the season. I just end up running out of time because I'm not going on big losing streaks or anything. But hopefully I can showcase that to you in the future if I do end up doing that. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started rating some of these guys. This is just going to be kind of my personal opinion. Like I said, I'm not a pro. It's not going to be about the meta. I do know the meta. There's other tier lists that can tell you about the meta. This is just going to be a mix of maybe a tiny bit of the meta, but also just what I like to play and what I don't like to play against. Shelly, I feel like is very, very average. Like if this is what average would be, I'd put it there, but I feel like C is technically average. If there was an F tier, maybe I would, keep her in C. Nita is definitely has her niche for heist and certain situations. I feel like she's good here. Colt, got to put A. He's one of the brawlers that I quite enjoy playing. Bull was really good. Frankly, I feel like Bulls can be frustrating to play against, especially when Bull is good because they just their play style is to, stun you with their super and then just destroy you at close range. So I don't really love playing against Bulls. Brock, the more I play him, the more I enjoy him. He has a lot of versatility. I'm going to put him in A. Primo, I don't play too much, but I'll put him probably in C as well. Barley, I think Barley's a lot of fun. He's obviously not a great brawler, but I'm going to put him in B. Poco, also a lot of fun. I'll probably put him in A. Rosa, one of my favorite brawlers all time. If you were around near the beginning of Brawl Stars, as I was, Brawler was much better than she is nowadays. Still one of my favorite brawlers. Was my favorite brawler until I started playing again recently. Now I'm not exactly sure what my favorite brawler is, but gotta go S tier despite being D tier competitively. Rico, super fun to play. The ball is just bouncing everywhere, really fun. Jesse, I'll probably go D tier. Dynamite, he is a lot of fun for people to play. I'll recognize that. I don't love playing him too much. I don't have him fully upgraded or anything. Daryl, very surprisingly like skillful kit, like his gadget in heist that you have to twirl around and get all the damage. Not as easy as it looks. I'll put him. I'm not super high or low on Daryl. I'll put him in C tier. I say that, and then, if I'm being honest with how I feel about some of these brawlers, I dislike playing against Bull. Penny, I also feel pretty neutral to her. Carl is a surprisingly good brawler. I feel like he goes under the radar. Put Carl in B. Tick, I love playing Tick. I don't love playing against Ticks. Obviously, he's not, like I said, a great like I've been talking about with some of the other people, a great brawler at the moment, but he's just fun. I really do not like 8-bit, just how slow he moves. He's obviously very powerful, and he can do some really crazy team composition things with his damage boost. Jackie's also just got to go in the D tier. Gus is a great brawler, very consistent. I don't love playing him. Put him in B. Bo is very fun to play, very frustrating to play against. His mines that stun you with that star power are just, I would say, one of the most infuriating things in the world. And obviously, if you're skilled and you see where the mines are placed, you can avoid them. But sometimes you're getting trapped with where you're able to go, and you have to go in the direction of a mine, or I think his hypercharge will detonate them quicker, and I think he has a gadget as well. There's just some really annoying stuff with Bo, so for that, I don't know. I'll keep him in the B tier, but man, is he annoying to play against. Piper, very skillful brawler, just hitting those long shots. Classic, I feel like B tier. Pam, not super exciting to play. I'm sorry for some of these tower brawlers. Frank, fun to play whenever you're not getting like drafted against and just there's a bunch of anti-tanks. Even if you have just like a neutral game, I feel like Frank can be very fun to play. I'll put him in the B tier as well. BB, I've really been enjoying BB recently. Not as good as some of the other tanks like Damien, but with her, especially in Brawl Ball, her ability to knock the ball out of your hands, it is, and her hypercharge just going all around the map, it is very fun. Ams has also got to be one of my favorite brawlers of all time. It is pretty simple, it's just point and click, but man, is she fun to play. B, I'll go C tier for B. Gale, also a decent brawler. Don't have a ton of experience with Gale. I'm going to. I'm just going to put some of these guys that I don't have a ton of experience with in C tier. Colette. I want to play her a lot more. I've got her unlocked. I would love to. And I quite enjoy playing her. I think she has a fun kit. I like that she's meta. It feels like a. She's definitely overpowered, but it's just like. I don't know. It's a fun brawler. Edgar. I think a good Edgar on your team is very helpful, but Edgar is a very popular brawler, and I cannot tell you how many times I've had a teammate that is just a horrendous Edgar, or an opponent that is a very good Edgar just absolutely ruin a game, and there's nothing that I can do about it because my teammates will feed him super, or he'll be my teammate and he just won't do anything. So for that reason, I'm putting him in D tier, just of my own volition. Stu's a very skillful brawler. Put him in B tier. The people use like these crazy grips for Stu on their phone. I quite like Belle, I think. She has her marked super is very interesting. It's an interesting mechanic, and I feel like it's pretty balanced. Griff, I'll put you in C tier. He's got buffies, and he's really good against bosses. Like you'll semi-commonly see Griff, just destroy some bosses along with some of the other brawlers like Edgar or Crow. But in real play, I feel like he's decently easy to avoid, and kind of outclassed by some other people. But especially if you're playing against people that aren't too good, Griff's just a lot of fun. This is going to be my first one that I leave off the list. These guys, I do know what they do. Ash and I actually don't know her name. Is it Lola? So I'm not super confident in these. I don't want to make anybody more upset than I already have. For Grom, he's apparently a noob stomper. I did not know about that. He feels very neutral to me. Bonnie, I'm also going to be pretty neutral. Sam definitely needs a buff, and he's not super enjoyable playing for me. Mandy, I actually do kind of enjoy playing. Her super is really satisfying to hit. Maisie, I don't have. I mean, I know what she does. Don't have enough experience. Hank, I don't find too much enjoyment in him. I feel like it's unlike Angelo, who also has to like charge his attack. and doesn't get to heal as frequently because of that. He's long distance. You have to be. You're constantly taking damage as a Hank, I feel like. Obviously, there's stuff to help with that. Pearl, we got to go here. Larry and Laurie has a pretty fun kit. Angelo, I love Angelo. He's just, I feel like a lot of people in lower ranks, like Mythic and whatnot, are not really, they don't have him fully upgraded because, you know, they spent all their money on Edgar or something. And so you just get like a bounty or knockout water map and he just goes off. Got to go down here for, I think, Larry. Shade is awesome. I have him mostly upgraded. He would probably be S tier if I had him all the way upgraded because he's a lot of fun to play, but I'm going to keep him in the A tier. Meeple, I'm going to put in the C tier. I know that he's a decent brawler. I don't quite enjoy him that much. Bolt, you know, TBD. I've used him a tiny bit. He just got released. I mean, he looks pretty overpowered in certain things like Brawl Ball, but I'll keep him in B for now just because I have hardly used him. Mortis, he's also kind of broken right now. Sorry, I missed Trunk. But I'll do Mortis. He is not one of my favorites, but he is pretty easy to just turn the tide of a game with, I feel like, especially when the opponent's team is not well suited for it. Trunk, I'm not sure. I'll put him in C. Terra, I feel like has some good utility. Jean, can't go wrong with the Jean pull. Max, I actually really like Max. She has definitely gotten power crept, but man, do I just like going fast, and the 4 shots and the quick reload is a simple kit. I don't really like Mr. P. He is annoying with his bellhop spawns, and I'm sorry if you're a Mr. P main or anything. Sprout, decent concept. I know his skin just got changed because of some copyright with a French who knows what, but like incubator or something. I don't know if you'll tell soon enough. I really like the plant people. You know, Rosa. So I like Sprout. I probably have to no higher than B. He's probably more of a C tier or even a D tier brawler, but I just have an affinity for the plants. Lou, definitely decent. Could still use a few more buffs, but his super is very annoying. Byron, gotta go. I love using Byron. I would say Ems and Byron are 2 of my favorites in ranked. Ruffs, I unlocked him recently. I'm going to use him more. He looks like he is pretty good. But just because I don't have as much experience, I'm going to put him in B. Squeak, I enjoy Squeak. Throwers are just generally things that I enjoy because they can be very frustrating whenever your team has an assassin or something. But whenever you get a good game with the thrower, it's just satisfying. You can really just go off. Let's see here. Buzz, I'm going to go C tier. Not my favorite stuff. Fang, to be honest, I need to use him more. He's probably a B or an A tier brawler. I feel like Eve definitely needs a buff. Has some good potential, but I feel like her reload speed is not that great. Her movement speed, her overall damage to get to the point where she gets those spawns going. Maybe even D tier. Obviously, she can walk over water. That's nice. I think this is Janet. Let's see here. I have the new skin for Janet. It's a pretty fun skin. So that made me kind of like her a little bit more. I'll put her in B. Otis, I'm yet to unlock, but I've watched plenty of videos on Otis. He is a great brawler. I'd probably have him in A, or if I played him enough and liked him, S. I do not yet have blanking on your name unlocked. Gray, really fun concept, really broken in certain things like Heist or Hot Zone. I don't enjoy playing Gray that much. Am I able to put you over here? Nope. RT also recently unlocked. Shouldn't comment on him. Willow. Doug. Very annoying whenever there's a good Doug and your teammates are feeding and he's just never dying and healing his own teammates or, what have you. Definitely just a far better version of Jackie. Probably more of a C tier, but I'll leave him in B. B's definitely a little oversaturated, but that's all right. Chuck, oh my goodness, I hate Chuck. Obviously, he's not like meta. A lot of pros are not going to probably use him, but like I said, whenever you're not at the higher ranks, your team is just not going to be consistent, and you can easily get blown out by a Chuck that isn't in your lane if your teammates aren't helping. I think this is Charlie. I would love to play her. I do quite enjoy her kit, and I think she's decent in the meta, but I have not played her enough. Miko. Miko is annoying as well. Heist is not one of my favorite game modes, so you'll notice that some of the people that do best in Heist, I don't enjoy. But I'll keep him in C tier because I don't hate him as much. Melody. Melody's fine. A lot of people love Melody for various reasons, but I'm going to leave her there. And then maybe one of my favorite brawlers. If I had to rank these, I'd probably go like this. And this rank, I'm not sure. I'd probably go something like, I don't know, something like this. Yeah. Let's see here. Crab. I would put Crab in B tier. He's pretty decent right now with some of his more recent buffs, but we'll see. I don't like playing Mouse. He is not my favorite. Obviously, he can have some decent interactions. I think he's sometimes used as like a last pick, but not my favorite. I have not played enough with, I forget her name, or him. I don't think I have either of these either unlocked or to level 1 yet. Finks, I'm going to say Finks is definitely a decent brawler. Just with some of these brawlers, the utility that they provide and the support with their supers, you can't really nerf that as easily. I guess you can nerf like a gene pool, but I don't know. It's still basically the same concept. I'll put her in B, or him. I think it's a him. I think Lumi, very good right now. Not one of my favorites, but also a pretty fun concept. And then the ice gadget is pretty broken as well. Jae Young, I don't love. Ali, I think I would love if I played more. Also, not exactly plant, but kind of animal based. Mina, I'm going to put in B. Super fun concept. I'm definitely not the best Mina, but some of the best Minas out there are incredibly good. And it's very impressive to watch. Ziggy. I don't love Ziggy. He's definitely better than C tier, but it's just annoying to have a good Ziggy on the other team, and I have not spent enough time with him yet to love him. Let's go. I actually forgot her name, but I'm going to put her in probably just C tier as well. Not super strong about it. Hypercharge is pretty good. Glowy used to be Glowbert. I think you can have a lot of fun with him. I helped this guy get to all of his brawlers to, I think, 1 prestige or 2 prestige. It was like, and Glowy was his final brawler, and I helped him from 400 trophies all the way to 1,000 while I was trying to get my first prestige 2 a while back with Lily, and that was pretty fun. And he was probably like, why are we playing against such hard people when I'm at 500 trophies? But he was probably unknowingly helping me. And then I realized that Lily can be kind of broken and just keeping a win streak in Showdown. and that helped for part of the rest of the way. Naja, obviously one of the best brawlers in the meta. I haven't used very much though yet. Same thing with Damien. So, gonna put them in A tier. Star Nova. I actually don't think I've unlocked Star Nova just yet. I actually just unlocked Bolt before Star Nova because he's a little easier as an epic brawler. I think on my first case for the Bolt event. Let's keep Star Nova in B tier. I think with some recent buffs, she's going to be very good. Spike. I really enjoy playing Spike. Same thing with Crow. Obviously, Spike is much worse currently than Crow, but I just enjoy him. I think I would enjoy Leon, but because he can be a little bit annoying sometimes, my Leon is not fully upgraded. I'm going to keep him in B. Sandy. I feel like Sandy is good when she's good, and yeah, that's about it. It's not, her super is pretty crazy, especially in certain maps. Surge, I'll put in B tier as well. Fun concept. Amber, I think Amber for me is an A tier brawler. It's like really frustrating when you use too much of your ammo, but I don't know. I love just destroying people with Amber. Max is probably going to be a B tier. I feel like a lot of legendaries do better than some of the others. Chester, I feel like I've been saying I feel like too often. I'm sorry, guys. I think Chester is an A tier brawler as well, to be honest, for me. Cord. I think Cord I'm going to put in the B tier. His super is definitely decent. I've had some moments where Cord will be in the, what's it called, the Shadow Realm, and then Lily at the same time. It's pretty funny. I think I've even been able to kill him. I think that's how it happens. But Kit, so he's a decent brawler. Kit is pretty annoying to play against whenever he's doing well and your team is not, but he's just a very, I feel like, average brawler. He is what if your team is good, then and you're good, then he has huge potential. Otherwise, not so much. Draco, I haven't used him enough. I know about his kit. Kenji's definitely decent. Haven't unlocked some of these legendary and ultra legendary brawlers yet, so I'm not as knowledgeable. Pierce is obviously pretty crazy, despite some nerfs and whatnot. Pierce is hard to ignore the power with him. But I do much prefer people that have a little bit more uniqueness to them, like Angelo or Byron, or people that can destroy some of the map on some maps, like Brock, where you have more utility. So if you don't have like the best game with Pierce, because he's just there to kill people. So we just got the ultra legendaries left. I actually haven't unlocked Kaze. I'd probably put her as a B tier currently, but for Sirius, got to go A tier as well. He just, despite some nerfs, is still overpowered in certain settings, and he's pretty, despite being an ultra legendary, pretty semi easy to use, I feel like. So yeah, here's my list. Sorry if it was a little bit elementary or too opinion based, but that's what I got, and I hope that you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts, what you do agree with, what you disagree with. I'm sure that some of you guys see Rosa in F or in S, and then maybe your favorite brawler in C or D, and you freak out. But hey, that's just how these things go. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, and feel free to comment. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you. Bye.